There's one genre of movies that I find I always enjoy, and that's the underdog sports drama. And I can't recall any movie in that genre that I've not enjoyed. The other day I watched The Rookie for the second time. It's about Jim Morris, who made it to the major leagues in his mid-30s. And a theme struck me as I was watching this movie for the second time that I had not thought of before, because I've been so influenced by the book Passionate Marriage by David Schnock. And there was a theme in The Rookie that's a very common movie theme. That's the need by the protagonist to have other people, such as his spouse or a parent, to validate him. In this movie, Jim Morris needs his father to validate him that it's okay to pursue his dreams of being a professional baseball player. He also needs his spouse to validate his dream. And it's fine to want validation, but it's pathetic if you let your decisions be dependent upon getting validation from others. So in this movie, Jim Morris depends on his spouse to validate his choices. If his spouse refuses to see his life in the same way he does, if she won't fully validate his story, his understanding of why he acts the way he acts, then he can't carry on. And this is very disabling if you give in to it. So often the people closest to us will not see things the way we do, will not see us the way we see ourselves, and will not validate our choices and will not validate our stories. And we need to have the ability to stand on our own 2 feet and to do what we think is right for our lives without depending on other people to prop us up. It's called borrowed functioning, when your high functioning is dependent on other people validating you. Remember, I was talking to this beautiful young woman the other day, and she said she was looking for a guy who'd make her feel good about herself. That's borrowed functioning, when you depend on others to make you feel good about yourself. And that doesn't perpetuate itself. No one's going to make you feel good about yourself months and years on end. You have to learn to stand on your own 2 feet and not look for a romantic partner who feels good about yourself. In fact, you can't look for someone to create your happiness. The most that someone can do is perhaps add 10% to your happiness. So you have to stand on your own 2 feet. Can't depend on others to validate your stories, that your way of looking at a problem at work or a lawsuit or a religious issue, that your way is the valid way. You can't depend on the one closest to you, your most reliable friends. You can't depend on them to validate you. You have to be willing to do what you think is right. And it's wonderful when other people validate you, but you can't base your decisions on waiting for other people to validate you. Great book, Passionate Marriage, David Schnock.